Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3. And yep, I hope you guys have been able to benefit from the other two previous episodes, man, because that's just my joy and gladness when I know that you guys are getting what I'm teaching. From the little I know, I just like to share knowledge. So, without wasting time, we were able to lay the foundation. We've been able to add our subtractive EQ, de-essing, our auto tune. So, moving forward now, just listen to what we have here already. Then we continue the process. So, without wasting time, let's just play that.
Love me, never let me go, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never let me go, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell. I'ma get what I just saw.
Yeah, so sounding nice. The whole vocals are leveled. I really love the way it's sounding. So back to what we were able to do. Like I said, we were able to lay our auto-tune, our subtractive EQ, our de-essing, our compressor, our parametric EQ, additive EQ. Then on that compressor, just to balance everything. Then next, I feel like the S's are up again. So I'll just throw in another de-essing. And for this, I'll be using Fab Filter DS. Fab Filter DS. I love the way this de-essing sounds, so I'll just pick a preset, male split band.
Love me, never let me go, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never let me go, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell.
Yeah, I love the way that kiss is sounding, like it's really worked on the S's there. So the next thing I'll be doing is adding a saturation, and for that I'll be going outside the plugins I said I was going to use. I said I was going to use Waves, Fab Filter, and stock plugin, but for this I'll be using Virtual Mix Rack. I'll be using a saturator from Virtual Mix Rack. Yep, okay, so let's look for that. FG76. So this is the saturator I'll be using. Just give it a little bit of drive so that it brings out the sweetness in the vocals, like brings out those mid region, those high region, like it just make everything sound nice. Like, so I'll just add the drive, a little bit of drive, and listen as I do that.
Love me, never let me go, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never.
Most times what I really do is once I put in a plugin like such, I just exaggerate the whole settings to hear what exactly that plugin is doing. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'll just take it all the way to the extreme and see what it's doing.
Love me, never let me go, no. Only you
So
were the
giving it some rich analog distortion there. So I'll just bring it down.
love me, never let me go, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head.
So let us listen to a quick without and with it. So without.
Love me, never let me go, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head.
I love the way it's sounding. So next, still on this Virtual Mix Rack, I'll just be adding a little bit of air to this vocal, just a little bit of air after the FG76. So I'll be using air EQ, just a little bit of air.
Love me, never let me go, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never let me go, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell. I'ma get what I just saw. You find past Rebecca, now you get my heart. My love you no be undercover. Oh baby, what I just saw. You find like your mother. Kelly, will you be my friend? Kelly, will you be my lover? Oh, you find past Rebecca. Now you get my heart. My loving no be undercover. Oh baby, why just sorrow? You find past your mother. Kelly, will you be my friend? Kelly, will you be my lover? Kelly, I won't be your number one. Anytime you call, girl, you know I come through. Out of all these girls, see they top my chat. Baby, take my phone, you can read my chat too. Girl, I'm ready. If you're ready, we can go to the altar. I'm ready to see your mama, papa. Ebele, ebele, ebele.
Yeah, so I like the way it's sounding now. So what I'll be going into now is my send, adding some reverb, some delays, and probably see how it sounds. If there's any other adjustments, you could see come back and fix that. So I'll just be throwing in. First of all, I'll be using a reverb. Mostly I use my reverb as send, but in this case, I'm going to use one reverb on my insert. Then I use another as send. So I'm using poplet. Just take the dry all the way up, then just add a little bit of wetness.
Love me, never let me go, no, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never let me go, no, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell. I'ma get what just sorrow. You find past Rebecca, now you get my heart. My loving no be undercover. Oh baby, why just sorrow? You find like your mother. Kelly, will you be my friend? Kelly, will you be my lover? Oh,
yeah, I like what this rap is doing. Very short decay. So next, I'll be using Fruity Reverb as my second reverb, and I'll be using that as send. So let's just do that. So to create a send in these, let me just, okay, to create a send, I just right click under here and sidechain to this track. So I'll call this my reverb send. Yeah, then I'll just load in my Fruity Reverb. Just come here and reset here all the way to 100. So it's reset. So we don't need the dryness, we just need the wetness. So I'll bring the dry all the way down and take the wet all the way up. So let's hear what that is doing.
love me, never let me go, no, no. Only you would.
So just give it a large room, add the decay.
Love me, love me.
So let's now set it to taste. So just bring this knob down till it sounds exactly where we want it to be.
Love me, never let me go, no, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never let me go, no, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell. I'ma get what just sorrow. You find past Rebecca, now you get my heart.
And why we love applying our reverb, our delay as send is because we could still go on that same insert and add in our EQ. So we could EQ the reverb. Even after using it, we could just EQ it to taste.
Love me, never let me go, no, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me, never let me go, no, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell. I'ma get what just sorrow. You find past Rebecca, now you get my heart. My loving no be undercover. Oh baby, why just sorrow? You find like your mother. Kelly, will you be my friend? Kelly, will you be my lover?
Yeah, so I love the way it's sounding. Like I really love the way it's sounding.
Kelly, will you be my lover? Kelly, I won't be your number one. Anytime you call, girl, you know I come through. Out of all these girls, see they top my chat. Baby, take my phone, you can read my chat too. Girl, I'm ready. If you're ready, we can go to the altar. I'm ready to see your mama, papa. Ebele, ebele, ebelebe. Body too nice, I say ebelebe. Ebele, ebele, ebelebe. Ooh, ebele, ebele, ebelebe. Body so nice, I want more.
Yeah, so I love the way it's sounding, but I have to create my parallel compression now. I love, anytime I mix, I love to parallel compress my vocals. So I'll just quickly do that now. Let's just shift that, hold Alt and your shift arrow. I create my wet. Whatever questions you guys have, just leave it in the comment section, and I'm sure going to reply whatever questions you have, because it took me quite a while to understand this parallel compression in FL Studio, because it's quite different in other DAWs. So then all vocals. So let's call this all vox. So my wet and my dry, just route them to this track only. To my then this will be routed both to route to this track only to my white and to my dry. Let's just sidechain it to this track. Yeah, okay. So reset this. Let's hope I'm doing it well. Definitely, I'm definitely doing it well.
Girlie, will you be my lover? Girlie, I won't be your number one. Anytime you call, girl, you know I come through.
Okay, so what I basically did is that this is where the vocal is passing through. So this is routed to my wet and also to my dry. My wet and my dry both are routed to all vox. So everything concerning my vocals is coming through here. So once I mute this channel now, nothing's going to sound. So I have to route my reverb there to route to this track only. So once I mute here, everything is muted. Yeah, so that's like the whole vocal boss. You could call it a vocal boss.
Girlie, will you be my lover?
And then on my wet, I'm going to create a very heavily compressed vocal, thick vocal, and just blend it in with the dry signal. So for that, I'll be using FET compressor. That's what I always use for my parallel compression, because I love the way that compressor sound. So FET, where are you? Where are you? FET compressor. So I just take very fast attack, fast release, input all the way, ratio of 20.1.
Girlie, will you
Just blend it.
Girlie, will you be my lover? Girlie, I won't be your number one. Anytime you call, girl, you know I come through. Out of all these girls, see they top my chat. Baby, take my phone, you can read my chat too. Girl, I'm ready. If you're ready, we can go to the altar. I'm ready to see your mama, papa, oh. Ebele, ebele, ebelebe. Body too nice, I say ebelebe. Ebele, ebele, ebelebe. Ooh. Ebele, ebele, ebelebe. Body so nice, I want more. I'ma get love me. Never let me go, no. Only you where they bust my thinking. Only you where they bust my head. I'ma get love me. Never let me go, no. Baby girl, I don't kiss and tell. I'ma get what I sorrow. You find past Rebecca. Now you get my heart. My love you no be undercover. Oh baby, what I sorrow. You find like your mother. Girlie, will you be my friend? Girlie, will you be my lover?
Yeah, so far so good, man. Like I really love the way this is sounding. Like I really love the way it's sounding. So we've been able to reach this extent. In the next episode, I'll be able to add my delays, add in my doubler, which will just spread up the vocals. But so far, whatever questions you have, just leave it in the comment section, and I'm sure going to reply, man. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, so whenever I post, you guys get to know, because I always post every day and I post amazing stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this series. Like tell your friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Yep, the Mykah is dropping a series on mixing Afrobeat vocals, man. Like, so you don't want to miss your questions. Leave it, and I'm sure going to reply every one of your questions. Yep. So see you guys in the next episode. We out.
Hey, baby. I'ma get love me. Never let me go, no, no. Only you were the boss, my thinking. Only you were the boss, my head. I'ma get love me. Never let me go.